the Guardian's saying we're supposed to grow our own food.
Ah. What brings you to East?
A delivery from...
These are Gizal Green. Martha's keen to cut the apron string. I jest, of course. You see, but they'd long since...
Martha was hoping he might be able to show them so that they'll be able to...
That's not... These bearers had only recently escaped. They know little of freedom, of providing... Unless we teach them how to live like free men. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. It's about time we... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late.
The Horde! They're coming, so wait.
Time it all. I thought... Gather the men in the square.
Yes, sir.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable legion of them. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall.
Now you're out of...
Precisely.
What if you could call on reinforcements from...
You mean the bearers? We brought them here
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What?
You're right. I will. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place. Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was number...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield, my lady.
So what's the plan?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments. each made up of guardians, bearers. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creature...
You're going to lure them into...
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the... With luck, that point will be the village square. And for you and I to finish them.
A sound plan. But one that'll require a leader with... I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please. Leave the last...
Ha! And let you have...
Sir Wade!
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other, that for Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue.
And I will do it.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right?
The calm before... And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Farewell. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in that.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait.
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I could order a detachment.
No. You stay here too. I'll go after the cub. Join me only when...
If you're... May the founder...
Come to tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest?
The curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest.
Heathpool will be safe in our hands, my lord.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. Time to fight. Toggle. All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
Thank the We were able to... I have guardians posted around the village to keep what... I hesitate to say it, but...
I think it...
We saved... Thank you, my friend.
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together.
We never had nothing to call our own before, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. But there's no doubt we're free men now. So we have to fight to protect what's our...
And we shall. This is our home. And if...
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on, then.
This village isn't gonna...
They're not slaves anymore.
No, your father took pity on the bearers, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you,
I shall remain here, my lord. After all, this is my home now, too. And I could hardly call my...
I think you'll find it's But you should be proud, all the same. I'll have to pull my weight, too. Can't speak of which,
Can we continue?
Of course. Us Rosarians have got to stick together.
Indeed.
And Clive, come by the Golden State. I ain't paid you for delivering...
All right.
Lord Rossfield. Clearing the goblins from the... There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few when the odds seemed so... But every time to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face...
So Wade, you have always been a true... I know that Eastpool, and indeed...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be...
The hero? It's lucky you... Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you...
I just did what...
And it's only... Take it.
Thank you, Moth.
So, he's... And a home to free bearers.
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but... I never stopped to think what it would mean. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different now. You know, bearers living free like that. Loath as I am to recall that.
I take it you didn't always...
Well, if you really want to know... I started doing... In fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. But my bearers got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you what?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time he certainly didn't lack...
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambition, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps...
Suppose you... And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the way. It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope. Anyway, enough. Better get back to work. Let's see about the least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal.
That sounds like... Good girl. All right. Be safe.
The people of Amber might not have been the friendliest sorts. Mind how you go, Sid. There's a Kashik about.
Come on. Run like the wind. Damn it. The whole village is turned. No need to ride from here.
Get him!
This one. find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then.
Nothing like a little unrest.
Why? Your stall is...
Ready, go?
Yeah!
Straight home now.
Stay down!
Down.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days. Those things I said before.
Oh, Clive, my wards and
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with...
He wants to transform a foundation upon which to build a new... He's already secured the support of the various army remnants.
He would rob the populace.
Believe me, I have used every means.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
How? By a man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terror. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe, given the mood around town. Mutiny may yet...
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you, for your services to Northreach? And unlike Philippe, no bonds of... well?
I'll see what I...
Thank you.
Tell me then, in the garrison?
Overseeing the...
All right. I may have met this duke before, at the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose.
As long as you remain, the veil will see to your needs.
I left everything in the capital.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. I was hoping I'm...
We're under orders not to let any... But you should be all right. Wait here.
So, you are the... And I shall see it tell me, is it...
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your...
Ah, you are worried the expanded gap... Yet you needn't be. A proud pride of place, in fact. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from... Which is more than can be said. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be... with Caer Norvent as her citadel. We need only build a wall around both to create a city. Plans are all soon enough. These thralls shall learn that...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous... Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the...
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, she will one whose authority... That is why this levy, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so, and yet there are those who persist in peddling the treason...
I suspect...
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine...
Yes, and I told you then how putting the Empire before her citizens would lead...
Without an empire, there are no cities.
And in yours, there will be only Is that what Grieg...
Do not take her name in vain.
I'll come back later. The citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really... It wouldn't hurt to... Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the meadows of those guards.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of...
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some note. If he thinks his name and his... will do whatever it... Whatever it...
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. And now he's trying to drive us out completely. Threatened if the dame said she wanted him run out of town.
I've been hearing a lot of talk.
Nothing going around acting like... And with hardly a word to the dame.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as... Just need his eminence.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers? Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your...
Well, he's made a lot of enemies. I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteer, I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the empires. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make...
You're the one who was talking to, is it?
On the Dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of it?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to...
I left everything.
As long as you remain, the Vale will see
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plan. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, look, no one likes all these taxes and... Once Sanbreque is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Thank you for last. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Or. Do you intend to go up?
To tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people.
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Were you able to...
I was.
Well, it will certainly, though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the town. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a...
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content, and not just because of the Duke's...
I thought, had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? I dare say I thank you for trying.
I don't know about...
What happened to your unit?
I handed it in. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I...
What?
Because I realised what really matters. Not following some nobleman's or protecting. No. I honestly don't know when those monsters will... But I'm certain then when they do come back, we need to stand with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally... There's no point following orders if they go against everything.
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. We have only to turn our intent. Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks.
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the...
There may be hope for North, especially with men like you and Philippe. I, for my part, shall continue to work, but I suspect I shall have to call upon your... Until then.
Until then.
What's happened? The guards at the gate. You're right, old panic.
Ah, Clive. You'll be...
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randall. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge You couldn't do me a quick...
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask Elle how long we have. Find out exactly how much faster.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, Elle. I know, no buts.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me the talks with the Republican. I've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered the consortium offered double.
And you had no opportunity?
None at all.
Elle? I saw Vonnie leave.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers will be... I'm going to
Alone?
Are you offering to be... How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the... You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. Even if I fail to free these bears, someone needs to prepare the place.
Oh, and that's... Well, it looks like I'm followed from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one... She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it.
You have to try.
You're right. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause... So I bid you farewell and safe... I'll gather my... You go to Randalar and see if you...
I'll do my... All right. To Randalar, then. Better not keep Eloise waiting.
What I wouldn't give for a...
Looks like this is the end of the...
When are they gonna let us through?
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult?
I did. It's about the... We had all but finished making arrangements.
You misunderstand. The consortium, it was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our... And so we resumed our...
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such... That what is done is done.
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchant. The bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across... A most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own... That's what you get when you deal with...
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is... They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knacker's yard. And treat them like king.
That does sound... No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little... And with it, my interest in joining you...
My associates will be sorry to hear.
I'm sorry you weren't it.
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to... Their representative hinted at a possible I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might... As soon as he left, I sent my own offer.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was
You tried.
I did. And if what they deserved more... I wanted so...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under... A pack of beasts have come down from the... Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can. They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just...
Hold on, Theo. Let's go.
Yeah!
No need to ride from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one...
I can do better than that. These creatures have already turned. time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Farewell.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
so will you!
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore. Wait.
Goodbye. El.
Thank you, Clive.
That was true bravery. His first instinct was always to protect.
And now he's... because I sent...
It wasn't he was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own.
He never could come...
What exactly? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever...
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great... and I was chosen to inherit the family. But I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. A late bloomer. In more ways, for unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that my parents tried to drive her before they could.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the... But he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo and devoted myself. But I have never... Being with my brother meant more to me than... I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I... He was never a burden. If anything...
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful to you, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you... Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary, and you always would.
You're right. It was so we could be... Oh, Theo. Why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on. We can make a difference here. We can help. I need nothing, so I'll carry on doing what we do, bringing smiles to people's and to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice to continue helping you, however.
Thank you. Let's go on to...
Give me thunder!
That's all of them.
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive!
I just wanted to see how the town's been.
Since all is absolutely wonderful. And firmly at the helm. Just as the...
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be... They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil. Because of how...
It's the mayor of Dalamil, but if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first... Speaking of menace, there may be a rather worrying one...
May there...
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in put... And they have formed what... And they grow more organized...
We'll fight them all off, just like last, won't we?
Of course we will. If the longer we avoid face, our best hope is to nip by finding those ne'er-do-wells. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill?
How could I refuse?
Victor will... I have him stationed by the desert gate.
I'll go and...
What's the difference?
The League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
One of them swings a sword.
Still in Dalamil.
Ah,
I thought you'd have returned to...
I did. I've developed, and having worked so hard to see its sentiment, Master Lubor certainly...
You're not the only...
What does he want?
He asked for my aid in putting... And he said that you might be...
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike. But we must strike together, and we must...
All right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
Faster!
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off! Give me the...
I'd better leave it.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bat.
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town's in... They're saying that Lubor...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bats... Some of the children spotted him, and when Lubor fell... And without a crystal.
But that's not...
It is. If he's a bearer and has been hiding it all the... If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still...
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now, I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for well,
We're sorry, but we just...
there's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is...
Look at him talking to his betters like it's an...
All lies, I'll wager.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change. We need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudice...
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tap. Make Conrad and Natalie remember. They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise anything.
And that is...
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
He knew all along that he was playing a...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but...
As have I, Lord Underhill, wasn't it? The rumors that he's a...
He'll never be man.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued. In this, at least, he's done the town a service.
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you.
So what do you propose?
Perhaps. That is a question. And they will thank you not to get him...
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers' side?
I assume the situation...
There's still hope.
But perhaps not.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense.
No. And your efforts...
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. Let yourself be true. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade. But I do not doubt that she was all, and so must I be. I must do what I... And now, I must embrace my new role of villain. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat. I'll need to make a suitable...
Don't go, Lubor. You will be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go.
How could it possibly be? For the least you can do is give the townspeople...
They would not take it, Vic.
Over. And so just like that, I thought you were better, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it.
Are you sure you're making the right choice?
Of those available to me? Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Right then. I have packing to...
If there's anything I can do...
I'll... There. You're going to try and convince me to stay. Save your breath.
Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? I'm going to go with him.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
Clive!
And the Akash.
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out... Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to back...
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravo keen to help us out?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice, unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, long enough for us two to turn into a...
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did...
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, he left it to me. Bloody, if someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle pay. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravos needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose short enough on top. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head... You,
We can't afford...
Right you are. Don't want any nasty... Oh, and... Blackthorn.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. They'll wash right over us if we stay out in it.
Good idea. Get yourself...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I...
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting.
August's right. I've seen what the people here are tough and willing. But they ain't a...
I'm going out. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. It won't come to that. Take good care of...
Leave it to me, and...
All right. Which one of you's first? Is that it? Apparently not. You're not getting past me. Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! As many as I could, he says.
Only all?
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over.
Good.
In time, yeah.
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic monsters, but mostly...
I'm afraid there's no getting rid of Eddie, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up...
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days are...
That may be, but with ether floods springing up all over, we'll fortify the... and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand.
As for you, Black, that's twice you've turned up winter, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long.
Too bloody right you should. I always envied you. You leaving gave me the perfect... And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of the...
Finally. Something. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Our work used to be the pride of... Now, we churn out the same rubbish day. It's not about the craft. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of them. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead the average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can...
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I... There's people who trust their lives to my steel. And I... But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in and...
I never thought I'd see...
I'd say that went pretty well.
Even better than...
Sid.
And this is?
A token, but I'm of a mind to me. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from...
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to own an head, but the engravings on that thing are in, and they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravostin? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So between the two of us,
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan...
As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan.
With a little help from Blackthorn.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off...
I'll get him back to the hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
Thank you for your help, Sid. I don't know if we could have done it without you.
Would you like to see my wares? Certainly. Here you are.
Lord Rossfield, is there aught?
Perhaps. My brother said, have you learned anything?
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not, even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner.
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft as if protecting the
secrets we'd see.
Should our method, mayhap it would please you to observe some.
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there, if you would consent to do so in my stead.
All right.
They will be. Might I suggest you take the road? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe...
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. This won't be easy. You deserve a rest. Come on.
Yeah!
Be safe. Good girl. Straight home now. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. should have stated. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks.
Who are you?
I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with thanks to them.
You call that? Your brothers might still be alive, if surely they serve it.
We are charged with a duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree?
I know they would. They gave their now. To what do we owe the honor of...
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most kind. Pray. May the Firebird's flame burn ever...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver...
Here.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you.
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided, were these your...
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death...
My lord, the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, I know that you and your... But allow me to offer you, it does not further the cause of the Phoenix. Provide your survey parties with an escort. But think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix. Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying, as first shield to the Phoenix...
I do.
Then we are of the same...
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She's up my job, actually. When she heard what the mission was...
Did she?
Following up, once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen...
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the... I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already, yeah.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
How was she? At the Enterprise?
Ah, sir. Good,
Of Phantom.
The Telemon!
She's a beauty.
You saved my beacon again!
It's fine.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure
You could just...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working... It's a metal, see?
Stretchy metal.
That is the spirit. So...
Thank you.
Shh. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even out there. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you felt.
They'll hardly believe they're...
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
What a wonderful idea, Jocelyn.
Canva lost.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
We were just about to make a start on that.
It's funny. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather steel, meanwhile. We'll be tempered, and that whetstone from the outer eye. And the final flourish will be...
A team effort, led by...
Now, save that talk to the things right.
To the bellow.
Well, bug 'em.
The sword to end all.
It's... Thank you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman of...
This? It'll take more than that to earn us, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long run.
We reckon with those items there,
That's a weapon I'd like to...
I was hoping you...
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's born!
What do I owe the honor? I never fought me, and if it hadn't been for... What do you want? That it? Fine.
Don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, I found...
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
I'll give your offer some thought.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what bring...
You. I heard you were out.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers, she's no fool.
That was her just now. So...
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted after her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach. She hired herself an imp. She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with. I'll take care of the escort. You can see
the Baum archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word.
This is no time to ride. Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know it?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearer.
Back to civilization, is it?
With all haste. Lest any of you lack wits, I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll...
yes.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your rest.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my... I surrender.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. You know, I always wondered where you'd vanish, but casting your lot with this...
Better fighting for a cause. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have... This woman, my former master, she raised me like a daughter. And I did.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. But you... How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to you. To liberate the bear. Farewell, master.
You always were. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be, and she no longer has friends in high places. The dame does, though.
All right.
I am. And thank you.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put...
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved...
With any luck, they'll be joining us. Owen, your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former... She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambra. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came here. Anyway.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even abandon it.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Can hardly make it. Just the one. Anyway. All right. Back to the stables go. This one.
There's no turning back.
Fine hand.
There's a good boy.
Back to sleep with you.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Straight home now. Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, Gal. This beast isn't to be trifled with.